In the video, the Japanese usually laugh shyly.
こちらつまらないものですが、どうぞ。
In the video, Japanese people used to say that the stuff was not fun or boring, but it's just a way of saying that they have a gift and they didn't mean it was totally unfun. In the video, the Japanese usually listen to a song on the way home or read a book.
すみません。
はい。
YouTube 動画を作ってるんですけど、いいですか？
あ、すいません、ちょっと顔恥ずかしい。
なんで？
In the video, the Japanese usually dislike being caught on camera since the Japanese are shy, which is why the Japanese dislike being on camera.
これ書いたんですけど。
はい、500円になります。
500円ですか？あ、はい。
In the video, the Japanese usually laugh shyly.
Hey, what's up guys? My name is Putra Wisnu. I'm from Japanese group. Today I will gonna show to you guys the different habit in our country, Indonesia. As we know, in Indonesia has many different habit, and each country, I think each country has unique different habit that the other country doesn't have. Not everyone does this, but these things generally show up about Indonesia daily activity, like how Indonesian people ends up phone calling, how Indonesian people accent at speaking English, how Indonesian people go from another place and then go back to home, and many more. Okay, without further ado, we go straight to the first video. Number 1. How Indonesian people ends upon conversation. Indonesian people prefer something simple, including to open call. Generally, Indonesian people using informal language to end upon conversation. Maybe it's because Indonesian people feel comfortable, and this is the easiest to make. Okay, for the example, this I will gonna show you the video.
Oh, jadi gitu ya. Oke, siap-siap. Oke, nanti sampai ketemu minggu depan ya. Oke, bye-bye.
See, Indonesian people just end upon calling with informal language, but sometimes Indonesian people can using with formal language. It depends on the situation. Number 2. How Indonesian people accent at speaking English. Indonesia has many ethnicity and culture, so maybe Indonesian people will use their accent according to their respective regions, and each regions have a unique accent. This is for example.
Hello, my name is Jerome. I'm living in Japan. Nice to meet you.
Okay, the man who's speaking English on that video is from Java. It has a different accent, right? Yes, it's because he's using Java language every day. Number 3. The way Indonesian people go back home. So the next video is showing about how Indonesian people go from one place and then go back to their home. Usually Indonesian people is using vehicle, and that's why in Indonesia pedestrian is so rare. The reason is maybe it's because it's more simple, but it's less healthier. This is for the video. Why pedestrian in Indonesia is very rare. Yes, so those are some videos that show Indonesian daily habits.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good afternoon everyone. My name is Hanif A Rahadiansyah, and I'm from class EL4408. Today I'm gonna talk about greetings in Japan, especially how to greet your boss, how to greet your colleagues, how to greet your coworkers, and how to greet your new friends in work or at work. Well, every single nation in this world has its own way to greet each other. For example, here in Indonesia, we might just shake our hands or hugging if we haven't met that person for a long time. That's how we greet in Indonesia. But how about in Japan? Well, in Japan, greetings or aizatsu is one of the fundamental way we to show your sign of respect to each other. It is very, very important, and even it is taught from early childhood. For example, it is not uncommon for school kids to greet every passing student of a higher grade in a sign of respect. Besides of that, greetings are also important at workplace. It creates positivity, it creates communication, it creates good environment. Well, unlike in Indonesia, shake hands are not popular in Japan. Instead of shake their hands, Japanese tend to bow to each other to greet each other. Ohayou gozaimasu. Next, I'm gonna tell you how to greet your colleagues.
Oi, suave! Ohayo!
Last, I'm gonna tell you how to greet your new friends.
Sadakuro-san, ohayo gozaimasu.
That's all from me. I hope you guys enjoy it. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Hello, my name is Joan Armanda from Japan Group 2. Here, I will discuss two existing work culture in Indonesia. Japan and Indonesia, of course, have different cultures in everyday life. And one of the different is work culture. The work culture in Indonesia and Japan, of course, has difference. One of them is how to shake hands. When working and we meet other workers, we usually shake hands with that person. In Indonesia, there are several different ways of shaking hands and are usually used in work environment. Let's discuss one by one. Number 1. A handshake using two hands. A handshake using two hands is a most frequently used handshake method with shaking hands between employee and the boss, or between employees with higher ranks. This kind of handshake is usually used a high respect for the boss. Number 2. Handshake with one hand. A handshake using one hand is a most common way of shaking by anyone in any condition. In work, usually a handshake is usually done when meeting new employee and CO workers, who are usually encountered. Number 3. Shake hand with clasping hand. This kind of handshake is usually used for team partner who have known them for a long time, is commonly used as a greeting to someone close. There are several ways to shake hands that are commonly used by Indonesians. It is known that the way Indonesians shake hands with Japanese people is quite different. That is all, and thank you.
Now, we will discuss about the culture and similarities of Indonesian and Japan. In Indonesian, it is important for workers to respect their office superiors.
Same with Japan. It is also important for workers to respect their office superiors.
Second, in Indonesia, workers will usually work in an office 8 hours a day.
In Japan, workers usually work 8 hours a day too.
In Indonesia, people still hold fast to their ancestral heritage.
Same with Japan. People in Japan still hold fast to their ancestral heritage. And those are some similarities that Indonesia and Japan have.